Important question arising out of the preamble of the Constitution. First question shall be that whether the Constitution is whether the preamble is a part of the Constitution or not. So this is the part of the Constitution because part of the Constitution is because unlike the preamble of any general act, it has been enacted by the it has been enacted and adopted by the same constituent assembly which adopted the Constitution of India, which promulgated the Constitution of India. So it is the part of the Constitution. Part of second basis on which it can be said to be part of the Constitution of India is that as a historical in historical sense, our objective resolution was adopted in the Constituent Assembly. This objective resolution was adopted by the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and so and it was enacted in the last session of the Constituent Assembly. So it is the part of the Constitution. This has been the question has been raised. The question about this has been raised in the Berubri Ray case, where the judges were not assured about it that it is a part of the Constitution. So in that decision, it was taken in that case, it was decided that it is not a part of Constitution. But in Keswanand Bharti case, it was decided that it is a part of the Constitution. Now the second question arises about the very important, though in the whole sense, 42nd Amendment is impressive about the constitutional diagram, because it has been said to be a mini constitution, 42nd Amendment. So in 42nd Amendment, the word secular and socialist were included in the preamble of the Constitution. Also, the integrity of the Constitution, unity and integrity of the nation was added there. Before that, it was only dignity of unity of the nation. So this is the second question, that which amendment drastically changed the concept of the Constitution, or in preamble, socialist and secular and integrity word, by which amendment it was included. So, and further question arises from its interpretation, that what is it? So it is a key to open the mind of the constitution maker. This can be taken into consideration while we are interpreting any provision of the Constitution where there is a dilemma. So this is all about our Constitution. When it was adopted and enacted, it was adopted and enacted on 26th day of the November 1949. So this is the basic question regarding the preamble of the Constitution Now I am explaining in detail its basic feature, that what it order of the in particular order letters enumerated in the constitution. Then why it is sovereign? Sovereign because no other authority, no other political dominion, no other political entity has now exercised its control over the Republic of India, because and in that sense Indian uh, state is a sovereign state, though Commonwealth, though it's deciding its inclusion in the membership of the Commonwealth of Nation is there, and yet in that sense too, in that respect too, it cannot derogate from its sublime position, because its membership in the Commonwealth nation is optional, and no treaty or other thing can be binding upon it by binding upon it made by other nations who are the members in the Commonwealth of Nation. And further, if government, if president or prime minister visit India, they don't have any privilege over the president of the India. So this is all about justice. I am again saying it, that what is it that I have said, that sovereign, what does it mean? Now I refer to the socialist word. Socialist word has been adopted in the Constitution by 42nd Amendment. Already I have said. And socialist means that socialist here does not mean that ownership of means of production, control of means of production, and no existence of private property here is apparent. Here only the key industries are under the state control, and private entrepreneurship have a scope in the activity in the economy of the country. So this is a mixed. We have mixed economy and socialist. Uh, we have mixed economy, and in this sense, and further in directive principles of state policy, there are enumerated as a guideline for the state, that a state shall observe such kind of canon and such type of and can take such and shall take such type of measure that will ameliorate the condition of the poor, and also give equal and also try to achieve minimum of the basic necessities of life to all. Further, in when we enumerate directive principles of the state policy, then it will be clear that how far the socialist concept has been incorporated in our constitution. Further fundamental right also does not obstruct the fulfillment of the concept of socialism, socialistic pattern of society, because it cannot be because on the basis of certain rights we cannot challenge directive principles of a state policy. Further, tell about secular. What does it mean? It does mean that India has no state religion. No religion shall we get precedence over the any other religion. So in this sense, India is secular, but its secular is a positive secularism, because in fundamental right we have included certain safeguards about minority based on their culturally and educationally backward position, and also on religion. So in this sense, here we have adopted positive secularism. So concept of positive secularism giving them precedence, but it cannot be, but on that basis it cannot be denied that it has negated the concept of the secularism. Democratic means we have representative democracy, and in that democracy every man has a one vote, every citizen have a one vote, and there will be no distinction between race, caste, creed, place of birth, etc. Between the citizens are also on the gender, that one citizen will get precedence, citizen will get precedence over the other citizens. So we have adopted democratic state, democratic. We have democracy as a form of government in our country. So democracy, and further on every 5 years we can change our government if they don't fulfill, if they don't expect extended to our expectation. Republic that state shall be, the government of the state shall be carried, the head of the state shall be elected. Head of a state shall be elected means that, and everybody can take, and everybody can participate in the election of the every office of the state. So this is the concept of the republic, that here head of a state is chosen by the people, and every people and every citizens, if he is not disqualified by election commission under the Representation of People Act, in then he will be get he will get he will get elected in the office of the any chair. And and further it says, preamble says that to secure to all its citizens, provided citizens with justice, social, economic, and political. Justice means we are providing a basic minimal rights to every citizen of the country. Justice means that we have a certain basic natural and minimal rights which are essential to our existence. In this sense, social and justice, that justice shall be social. Social means in social aspect, there we find that there are many divergences, there are many ups and downs, there are different peoples, there are different creeds, there are different caste, religion, race, sex, and in this sense there are divergence of the currents of between the people. So this so in respect of so in disregard of these variances, we shall adopt a common way of life, and this has been made legal because justice in one sense is social, and and this finds enumeration in the preamble of the constitution, is that in this sense it shows that it is a legal concept in society. And so we have many fundamental rights and directive principles of a state policy that tells about its